We're bringing podcast back. Yeah.
You motherfuckers, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're about to go large, boys.
We're about to go large.
Yeah.
What, like when you buy a kebab?
Yeah. Double X.
Large Donna. Large Donna.
No salad, please. No salad.
Double chicken.
Burger sauce.
Do you do chips?
Yeah. Extra chips instead of salad.
Where you at, Chippy?
Chippy. All right, may I intro? Shall I just go for it?
Yeah.
Do it, bruh.
Do it. You've seen enough. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been a long-time viewer or listener of The Long Story Short, you may be noticing an extra face or an extra voice in the podcast here.
Where?
You will also know that Josh has been getting smaller and smaller, which meant there's extra space
Risen the man up.
for a fourth man.
Oh, man.
Guest on the pod. I'm Jason. This is The Long Story Short. Let's begin.
Motherfucker coming in hot.
Professionnel introduction.
Yeah, my man's been like writing these notes all day. We'll get you on the pod, Jason. We'll get you in.
Got flashcards and shit.
Yeah. Just you see that hand? Like, just, my name's Jason. Long story.
Welcome.
Buttery, flaky.
Welcome back to The Long Story Short. As you can see, we are joined by Jason today. I'm
Buongiorno.
Josh.
Bonsoir, my friend. My name's Arthur.
And I'm Luke.
And he's Luke. Yeah, welcome back to another episode. What episode are we on, boys?
33.
33. Oh my God. Yeah, all my days. It would have been 34, but Luke got a great idea last week. God damn. I'm sure we'll have to reminisce that.
I think we better start here because Tru was the first ever nightclub that I went to. So all I remember, because you're always horrendously drunk when you're there.
You have to be.
Yeah, because
They don't let you in without it.
yeah, you normally lose a shoe because the carpet is so sticky.
So a bit of context to that. We were middle of recording the last pod. Hasn't been released because we actually decided.
I don't think it will be.
Luke got a little ping saying last night ever at a nightclub that was local to us, as Jason just said. As we were growing up, probably the first club all four of us went to, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say our childhood club.
Our childhood. Actually, you say that, right? Brad, there was a night, I believe it, Tru, that they did for like 16-year-olds where they just served like fucking soft drinks and stuff.
It wasn't Snap, was it? Was that
It
somewhere
was
else?
Snaps.
Snaps, yeah,
Did you all
that's
go
it.
to Snaps?
So,
No, I never
to be
went. I
fair,
never
obviously,
went.
I'm only like a couple years older. So my first club was in Woking, and they had on the back of it another one called that was Chameleon. They had one called Quake, and that was the 16s.
Oh, you're
but
out
there
of
was
the-
a
you're out of
fucking
the
gap.
gang.
There's a gap in between. It was the same building, so people used to just go in. It's brilliant.
A bunch of 16-year-olds in like a nightclub. You're just like,
Obviously, mainly that direction. The dudes going this direction had to get fucking sorted
motherfuckers.
out like
There's like a
pedos.
bouncer in the middle that's fucking been posted on Epstein Island's list, mate. He's just smuggling in the 16-year-olds, mate. Just
In a wheelchair.
just
With a text-to-speech laptop.
get in the club. Get in the club.
But yeah, Tru is a specimen.
A relic of times forgotten.
it is
however,
now,
yeah.
yeah.
So
And the building is also a bit of a relic as well.
Oh man, honest, everything about that town, everything about Camberley is a relic. Let's be
Yeah,
honest, we've
that's
doxed
true.
ourselves, but that Tru Nightclub.
Do they still
was a
have the bubble
true-
machine?
The what?
The bubble machine? Or is it just a
What?
smoke?
There was no bubble machine.
Or is
on
it
the
just a
last
smoke
night.
machine?
They
Probably.
were obviously trying to keep costs to a minimum.
Yeah, January.
The security was way lax. Mate, there were kids bumping openly in the toilet. and there was no bouncer to be seen.
I mean, we were all ripping up that neon sign at the end of the night. Peeling off the neon sign and whipping each
Selling
other
it
with the
for
plastic.
parts.
Yeah. So I think they obviously didn't give a fuck that last night because it was just like, you know what, trash the place.
What are you going to do? Close us down?
People like vaping in the middle of the dance floor and shit. They're just like, no one gave a fuck. And they were just like, what are you going to do? Shut us down? This is our last night.
Didn't even go cheaper on the drinks for the last night. The fucking bastard.
I know, right? Literally, someone
Surely
asked
that's
me,
one
actually,
thing you go all out for. They go cheap on the drinks.
Well,
surely.
no,
You've got to clear
to
the
be fair,
stock.
they were probably like, fuck, man, we better try and make as much money as we can.
Why
This
would
has
it-
been 30 years of the fucking doggest shit club.
Yeah, it was like
Gotta
an
actually
honesty
make some
box. It
money.
was pay what you think is right. man.
Honesty box.
I wanted Boxing Day sales, bro. What the fuck?
Honestly, mate, we managed to fucking wing a night out in January, mate. Like, goddamn, all of our wallets are empty. But it was so random. Oh, I think the funniest thing about that night though was the cab ride over there.
Oh my god!
We get in this cab, and this guy, like, we were obviously been talking about the topics that we'd been previously been. I think we were mid kind of flow.
Yeah.
And I think we were taking the piss out of Epstein Island.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like nonsense and stuff. And the guy in the cab driver heard that, and he was just like, that's the green signal. He was like, fucking nonsense, fucking horrible.
Wait, let me get my Uber. What was his name?
Oh, it was like B or D or something like fucking.
It was clearly a trigger for him.
Oh, it was so funny, mate. This guy was just like fucking slating.
I kind of wet his appetite before you boys got in talking about the pod. I don't know why.
Oh,
Were we already drunk at that point?
He subscribed. He might watch
did
this
he?
episode.
Shit.
We gave him a sticker.
Yes, bro.
We gave him a sticker. So my guy, if you're the fucking Uber driver that fucking come and collected us, we appreciate you. But
what
honestly,
a legend.
What a great way to start the night of just randomness. Like,
He wasn't a big fan of trans rights, that's for sure.
Yeah, literally. We mentioned nonsense, and he goes, "So what do you think about trans people?" We were like, "What do you think about trans people?"
Give us the green light. Give us the green light.
Just like, and then all of a sudden,
Set me up, baby. Set me up.
Yeah. Just
Let me rip.
started. Yeah. Just goddamn, that was.
He was like a Beyblade, that
dude. Just started like literally ripping into them. Like, I was like, "Oh shit, this guy got some views.
Yeah.
Some views that would probably get us fucking goddamn shut down." Like, holy smoly.
I have quite a good story from Tru.
I'm
gonna have to
come on,
come out.
You know
They
what?
all got to come out tonight.
We'll start out with the reminiscent, but yeah. So we went to the last ever night of Tru Nightclub, and it was, you know what, we had a good night. The weirdest thing about that night though is we get to the spoons, as you do pre any pub or club. You need to get a little bit litty before you go in at the expensive
Just
drinks.
remembered his name. Sorry, Bogdan.
Bogdan. I knew it was a B or a D. Bogdan.
My
If you're out there
man
watching
like
this,
Bogdan.
Man like Bogdan. We appreciate it. Funny
trend.
fucking guy. But yeah, mate, literally getting to the fucking spoons. 10 minutes later, I'm like, we're out in the smoking area, and I'm just like, this girl looks familiar. And I was like, I think it's one of my little sister's friends. And I definitely seen her before, and I was just like, oh, like, do you know my little sister? 2 seconds later, my little sister walks out the fucking smoking area. I was like, oh, fuck.
What kind of a night is
I was
this?
like, God damn, this night has gone from fucking like spontaneously funny to, oh, my little sister.
Because the whole night you're
babysitting,
the brother.
Oh, mate, honestly.
That's it.
God damn. It was like, mate, we went from, like, the queue was way longer than it should have been. We had some dude pissing in the middle of the queue because he was like, I don't want to leave the queue. We got in there, like you said, the bouncers were lax as shit. Like, you got 13-year-olds banging lines in the toilet. 14-year-olds vaping on a dance floor.
I'm fairly sure I got in with my Tesco club card as ID.
Just, that's good to me.
Saw him using that to line the stuff up.
Yeah. So they're just like, yeah, fuck it, get in, mate, get in.
Come shut us down.
But yeah, come on, mate.
Please, we'll do anything. But we're gonna have to stay open next week. Last night in Tru.
Honestly, but go on, mate. So take us to your story, mate.
Okay, so you guys know the bathroom area.
Yes, we do.
There's two.
There's two.
There's two.
There is two. So when I was heavily inebriated.
Heavily inebriated. Jason's so fancy.
Yeah.
Like, we're bringing the vibe.
As crunk as shit, man.
Literally, like,
I'll translate.
The week before, I was with Luke, and I'm passed out, literally with one leg on the sofa, and he's like, I was heavily inebriated one evening in a night in the Rambo of Cambo.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, yes.
So yeah, heavily inebriated, and basically, it was so dark in there. Both the signs looked the same.
Oh no!
You can clearly see where this is
Straight
going.
away.
Right?
Yes.
Dude's windmilling in the women's toilet. It's just like.
So I walk in, I go in, and I go, man, this place is so weird. There are no urinals.
There's no dudes.
There's no urinal. What's going on here? So I just go in, just have a wee, come out, wash it.
I just remember screaming gas.
Start washing my hands. I'm still the only one in there.
What? Not even the no spray, no lay.
Well, that's the next thing.
Oh shit! Sorry.
You walked out with Dior Femme. Like,
Perfume Mademoiselle.
There was no one in there. I'm like, where's the dude? Like,
You know what? There was no dude on the last night. I don't think.
No.
No spray, no lay, no splash, no
They
gas.
have to
No, there
invest,
wasn't.
No
though,
Armani, no Punani. They obviously had to cut back, mate. They couldn't afford
because it takes them about a
services.
week to dismantle their whole setup with
Yeah,
all the
mate.
bottles.
Yeah.
They need to get a crane in. Just
Cut them all.
Got
They definitely water down their fucking aftershaves.
Oh, yeah.
I've been so pissed once, and I'm sure some of you out there have done this, but fucking, you're in a nightclub. They've got one of those geezers. They're literally giving it the odd, no spray, no lay, no splash, no bash, no fucking, no Hugo Boss, go home with the Ross. Mate, it's honestly like, fucking, for whatever reason, I'm just laughing with the guy, and I'm just like, give me a pack of gum and a spray of fucking, freshen me up with that fucking 1 million, bruv.
Yeah, give me the soap that I can't just press down myself.
Yeah. He's like giving you the fucking hand towels, and I'm like, here's 20. And I'm like, what have I done? Like, go back out to get a drink, and I'm like, it looks like I got to get more cash out. Like, shit. I'm like, why did I give that guy 20? Like, fuck, for a stick of gum and a spray and pack of Rabanne. Like, shit. But anyway, so yeah, you're in the women's toilets.
Yeah, I'm just washing my hands, and I look
Wipe
up,
your fanny. Yeah.
I look it's my fanny. I look up in the mirror, and there's 4 girls standing behind me. And you know when like women have that death stare.
You had long hair at this point.
I was going to say, he did not have long hair at this
long hair.
point. Yeah, he could have been there, just like, look at my long,
I had the full fade.
How long ago was this?
I want to go home with Ross.
I think it was 8 years ago.
Okay,
I must
so
have
this
been
is
20.
pre the like
Be whatever sex you want.
yeah. Just like walk into a fucking women's toilet and it'd be acceptable.
But I swear
Come on,
that
guys, it's 2014.
What do you mean?
That hasn't happened yet.
all 4 of them at once, like just like grabbed my shirt and just
Did
pulled
they?
me out and like shoved me out.
Mate, they can get
Fucking bouncers,
aggressive.
mate. Women
Yeah.
are the most aggressive ever, man. Like, especially in bars and shit. Like, I get that they get like hit on and shit and like weird stuff, but like, goddamn, man, they're like pack animals.
Mate, they're not afraid to throw a slap every
Mate,
now and then.
honestly,
You
like,
cross that line.
especially in True, bro. Like, this guy's like, I was a little bit inebriated. What are we doing in my bathroom, fam? Like,
Get the fuck out.
fucking dirty, man.
My boyfriend's out there.
Ross.
Yeah. He's like, no, I won't go into the women's. I can't do that.
Yeah. For fuck's sake. But, mate, so you've been discharged
Discharged
from the women's bathroom. I mean, at least you got to wash your hands. So
Were you then ejected from the premises?
I was not. To be fair, the True bouncers don't. It takes a lot to get kicked out of True.
Yeah, true.
It takes a lot.
yeah, dude, just fucking doing dodgy shit in the women's bathroom. Yeah, it takes a lot. They're like,
I've been.
Grab him by the pussy or something. That'll get you out.
you say that actually, but we saw a guy. Literally, there was a fight on the dance floor. Like these 2 dudes just start laying into each other, and literally one of them's like, the dude that was defending himself got kicked out. The other guy's just there like,
shit.
you were there. What do you mean? Oh shit!
Sorry,
Like,
You got fully involved.
We
I was like, no, he was fucking looking after himself. Like this other cunt come in and fucking started smacking him about, and the guy didn't.
I
want
love
it.
seeing
He
shit
wanted
like
none
that,
of it.
man.
I was like, you're a cunt.
I
Like,
live for that shit.
oh
man.
mate, me too. That's why I
love
got
it.
involved. I was
I
like,
love
yeah,
it.
let me have a go. I want some more story. I was like, fuck it, throw a punch at me. I'll have something to talk about next
See
week.
what? Record it.
Yeah.
To be fair,
pull your phone
you
out.
actually can't go out in True without seeing a fight.
Oh mate,
No.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Mate, to be fair, there was at one point, I think I was with you, Arthur. Josh, you were already in the mixer, and this boy turned to me and Arthur, and he was like, "Is that your guy? Is that your boy?" And I was I shit myself in the moment. I was like, "I've never seen him before. You fuck him up. No, not you. It was one of the guys kicking off, and I was like, "No, have fun, man. Have fun."
Yeah, Luke, in a moment of weakness, he turned. I don't know.
I thought Luke threw me under the
No,
bus.
no,
man.
no,
I was
no,
like, he's
no,
like, is
me.
that your boy? He's like, no, fuck that guy. And they all just start laying into me.
I've never seen this man in my life.
Fuck him up, Richard.
What, that fat cunt? Who the fuck is he? Like, yeah, no, fuck it. Luke just joins in. He starts laying me out.
Fucking guy. To be fair, mate, it'll be another year and we won't be able to see you.
True,
You'll be standing
mate.
sideways. Invisible.
I'll be like, I'll be like one of those 2D characters. I'll be like a thin fucking strip, and I'll turn sideways, and it'll just be like, boom, I'll be there.
Josh.
Like, oh shit, there he is.
Where'd he go? Where's your boy?
He's 2D. He's 2D.
Where is he?
Yeah, mate, honestly.
Oh, do you remember seeing that 8-foot Goliath? Do you remember seeing that
yeah,
dude.
there was
What's
a,
that?
in True,
When we were
we
out.
walked in and the guy was like 3 foot taller than
Oh
me.
yeah, that
I
was.
was stood on a
This
stair,
hench,
and I
dude.
still wasn't taller than this guy, and I'm 6'5" or 6'4".
I,
Like,
I wanted to go up to him and be
I'm like,
like,
holy shit.
dude, save some women for the rest of us, man.
and I mean, this dude was built like a brick house as well.
Yeah,
Like,
8
honestly,
foot and
like,
ripped.
yeah. I was like, mate,
Yeah, he wasn't Peter
There's
Crouch,
like-
was he? He was fucking.
It's,
built.
No.
there's like 6,000 people on the planet that are taller than 7 foot, and this guy had swole and at least 7 foot. Like, it was
least.
nuts.
Mate,
Like,
if everything else is
mate, the door was-
proportional,
the-
Foster's can.
The dude was ducking through doorways. Let's be honest. Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, he was walking up the goddamn flight of stairs, and he was still ducking his head, Right? And that had headroom.
Well, he
was ducking
Yeah,
outside.
yeah. So, as you may have noticed, we've added an additional shelf for the pod, and we're going to add little mementos as we go away. And the first thing I said to Jason was, "Mate, careful when you sit down. Everyone bashes their head." And he goes, "No, I'm all legs. My torso's short." Sits down, smacks his head straight on it.
Like-
Very
like we just said,
unfortunate.
like a
Don't-
chump.
yeah, don't touch the stove. It's hot.
Like a glove.
It's like, yeah. You warn a child, like, don't do it. Just boom.
What have we
fucking
actually?
knocks
Can I
himself
just
out.
interrogate? We got some Joe Malone or something.
No.
What's the one thing you want to do when someone says, "Don't bang your head on the shelf"?
Bang your head on the shelf.
Bang the shelf. Bang the shelf. Yeah, mate. We've upgraded. We've got Donald Duck.
Yeah, he's great.
Donald Duck.
Too much Donald, man.
We do have the calendar. We need to mark the date, Arthur. Actually,
Calendar
Yeah.
is on out.
When's the election?
That's a good original idea, Joe.
Yeah, you know what? We need to mark,
when is
the date.
Siri? When's the 2024 presidential election?
2024 United States presidential election is on Tuesday, the 5th of November.
Mark the date.
Remember.
Mark the
5th
date.
of
Get me the
November.
pen. Get me the pen. Let's see. What do we got? We got Donald.
What are you gonna? Oh, you're gonna.
We got more Donald. Look at him hugging.
We
his
got the
flag.
presidential
Look at
pen.
him. He loves America. He loves America. November, yeah.
There's nothing more I love
Look at him.
in America.
He's so beautiful.
First pod, he's already on the Don impressions.
Honestly, yeah. He's joined. Right, November. Mark the date, Arthur. Mark the date.
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. Do not come.
Do not come.
He'll be walking in on a Zimmer frame by then.
Mate, you know what?
Yeah, Biden will be walked off in a coffin.
Mate, Biden. Mate, goddamn. Oh, that's quite bad, isn't
You'll
it?
see him coming in the coffin with his arms crossed, and he'll come up like a vampire.
Mate, I think next pod, mate, we need to have a long story short, famous Deadpool. And we need to guess 10 people each that are gonna fucking have dropped this year. And well, as
Biden
the
just
year
be like-
plays out, we'll see who drops, mate. But Joe Biden has got to be on that list. Because
Joe
goddamn, motherfucker's either going to get led to his grave or he's just going to fall into himself.
So
You can literally, get that guy into a coffin with an ice cream, mate. Like honestly, just be like, come on, Joe, come
or
on.
a child.
And an 8-year-old
Or
girl.
a
Yeah.
child. Yeah.
Are you 17?
You're 17, aren't you? I'm 8. He's just like, are these my seeing eyeglasses? Like, I know. I'm like, oh, somebody get my new contacts.
Oh dear.
But yeah, dude's wild. But mate, honestly, like talking about starting on people, literally, like, mate, the night we had in Guildford, I crossed the road and people started on me. I was
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't
come
take
on,
much.
man, like, what?
You're getting a subway.
I was like, I
was
got like the biggest baby face ever. Yeah, literally, it was like 3 a.m, and I was like, right, I'm done. Like, I want to leave. Him and Christian are like, nah, we're gonna have one more ditch effort at trying to fucking pull a bird in a drum and bass room. I was like, well, good luck. You ain't talking to no one. I was like raving, and then I was like, I'm done.
Hello.
Yeah, just hello.
You look nice tonight.
Do you like drum and bass?
guys, we all know the cheese room is for pulling.
Mate, you know,
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
wrong.
That is
You're not
true.
wrong.
Ladies be loose in the cheese room.
Mate, no, you know what? The only thing we were doing in the cheese room was serenading each other and the bartender, mate. We were
Taylor
singing
Swift.
Taylor Swift,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
We were loving life. But anyway, yeah, so I'm like, for whatever reason, as always in Guildford, like something was popping off outside. So the police were there. There was an ambulance out the front. So they were like, you have to go this way. And I was like, fuck, man, I'm fat and I'm hungry and I'm fucking 4 a.m. I was like, I want a Subway. So I'm like, right, okay. I was like, I'm going to go get myself a nice 6-inch to end my evening, as every dude should. And yeah, bit gay, no homo, no
Feeling
homo.
fat and sassy.
Yeah, fat, sassy, and I fancy a 6-inch. Just to make myself feel adequate, you know. Something needed to be 6-inch that night. So anyway, crossed this road. And literally, there's just 3 guys at the Central Reservoir, and I'm like, oh, the Central Reservation.
Reservoir.
Yeah.
Collecting water, are we, sir?
Around the watering hole at the Central Reservation. And like, I'm
3
like,
gazelles.
Three young
at the watering
male
hole.
men.
Crocodile comes up. Gotcha, bitch.
Mate, you know what? It's like those things where you see like a lion approaching and a cat just like swats them in the face, and it's like, oh, fuck them. Like, not today, Satan. Like 8 times the size, and they're still like, you know what? I'm gonna start a fight. I was like, I didn't want to go over there for a fight. I wanted to cross the road. I was literally like, right, straight line for Subway. Start climbing the fence, and this guy's like, you want to fucking go? You want to fucking go? And his mates, his 2 boys are like holding him back. Like, we're so sorry. Like, this guy's just
You're like,
a
I
dick.
want to go to Subway, yeah.
I'm like, mate, all I'm trying to do is cross the fucking road. Why are you being a cock? Like,
Pricks, man.
and like he's following me, and I'm like, mate, like, get this guy. Like, I'm drunk, obviously, so you get to a point where you're just like, come on, man, like,
Get your point. Get your
yeah,
point.
get him off me, get him off, get him an ice cream, lead him away, and yeah, literally, like, they've had to like pick up their friend and like drag him away because he just wanted to fight me. I was like, what have I done?
It's never
I was
usually
like,
that bad.
you know what,
for
right?
it.
No, it's not, is it?
It's normally something.
Do you know what-
It's
do you know
something that
what-
causes
You know,
it.
Yeah.
if he'd hung around for another 5 minutes, I probably would have fought him, because in the 5 minutes that he wasted, Subway closed. I never got my 6-inch. Never got it, man.
Sauce next.
Never
Big
got
Mac.
it. Yeah, no. I walked all the way around fucking Guildford to 33, and I was like, come meet me at the kebab shop. Started chatting to some student there and ended up buying him a kebab as well.
No.
Like, I was like, oh, rookie errors.
Money?
End
What
of-
money?
Start of January or whatever it was.
I bet he does that every week, mate.
Probably,
He's like, oh,
yeah.
here comes an oldie.
Yeah, he comes in, he's just like fucking asking me about work, and like he's like, you look like you're doing well, mate.
Choose your mark. Choose your mark.
Let me prove
He's
it.
like, yeah. I was just like, yeah. He's like, oh, I do all right. He's like, prove it. Buy me a kebab. Buy me a
Don't earn
kebab.
enough.
I'm like, large doner chips. He's like, yeah. Fucking
you sell
22
chips?
quid. 22 quid for 2 kebabs. man.
Really?
I got
In Guildford?
I got molested.
I'm pretty sure it's a variable rate
drunk,
depending on how drunk you are.
Everything is a variable rate.
Blow into
mate.
this, bloody hell,
Like,
40
fucking
quid.
Yeah. Double it again. Like, man, you go to the local kebabby, you get like a large for like 7 quid. They're fucking like £11. I was like, how have I just been charged 20? I didn't even get a pitter. They give me the fucking chips and thing, and then Christian comes along and eats half of it because he's like, they wouldn't let us in a cab.
Oh, fucking
So
hell.
literally, we're like fighting the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Uber. So we ordered another one. We were like, literally got in it. The guy was sound as hell. And we were like, why? As we drove off past the Uber that cancelled on us.
But he was no Bogdan.
Yeah, no Bogdan.
No
He
Bogdan.
wasn't
No Bogdan.
He wasn't Bogdan. Although Christian had a love story with him, didn't he? Got back here and he was like, you know what? I want to take this guy home all the way back to Woking. All the way back to
100 quid later.
100 quid it cost him just to get. He didn't want to stay here for the night and just crash.
Oh, he did that in London.
He
as
always
well.
does it. I'm like, mate, I've never met someone that want to get back to their own bed so much. I'm like, save myself 100 quid, sleep on a comfy sofa,
Yep.
or spend 100 quid and go home with this dude and not bang.
I might have said this before. I don't want to spend the whole night talking about
Yeah,
Tru,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But we're what, like 28, 29, in our 30s.
Give or take. Sometimes
So-
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
And I don't know if I have delusions of like what it used to be like, or maybe we just stick out like a sore thumb
right.
now when we walk in,
Delusions
because they
of
were all
grandeur.
18, 19.
Oh, dude,
like
honestly.
obviously. So
Mate,
we
we
walk
knew
in.
it.
I bet we
had-
do, yeah.
I said it in the queue, mate. Some guy was like, oh yeah, I remember when like Tru back in the day, and I was like, oh yeah, have you come for the last night too? He was like, yeah, a bit of nostalgia. I was like, how old are you? He was like 24. I was like,
What? What? Yeah.
it's like,
It was
oh,
like,
oh god, I'm there just like,
Yeah, it's like an oldies reunion, isn't it?
Mate, I felt like fucking. I felt like the fucking lion from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Just like, don't you cite dark magic to me. I was there when it was written.
Dear child,
I
you
was
know
here when it
nothing.
was open.
I was here when it was false.
Yeah, I was here when the floors weren't sticky.
That first week.
The floors were varnished clean and not sticky at all.
I'm not gonna lie, that took me a good few seconds to get your joke, Luke.
But it turns out it wasn't that easy to pull, and all these guys with like the
they were
worst
12.
haircuts, these stupid perms they all wear now.
Noodles, mate. I called him in the queue, didn't I? There was a guy literally looked like he had a fucking pack
Mate,
of super noodles on his head, and he
he
started
heard
talking to me.
that.
And I was just like, oh, you're right, noodles. And he looked at me, he's like, what do you mean noodles? And I was just like, yeah. And he just turned away from me like
His mate weren't
wasn't
taking
happy.
it.
And then
Yeah,
immediately started
his
getting off with the girl.
His mate was staring me down, and then he still pulled more.
Yeah,
than
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
His
fucking
friend
joke.
immediately
What is
went.
happening?
Yeah.
Luke's just like, why are these guys pulling and I can't?
I've spent 2 years growing this hair for what? For what?
Make it more noodly. More noodly.
Yeah. You need a perm, bro. You need a perm.
Yeah, clearly.
Go fucking like
Yeah.
full Leo Sayer, mate.
So long story short, nothing all night.
Nothing all night.
But there you
Dry
are.
night.
Mate, you know what though? It was good vibes actually.
Dry January.
Didn't spend too
good
much,
vibes.
did we?
No, it was
wasn't.
cheap. It was cheap
It was
for me.
reasonable night. It was
Yeah.
reasonable night. Like it was budget True night, mate. But we knew that because we've been drinking wine here as we were
Yes.
trying to record. So we were a little. We'd had a little.
God,
tipple,
imagine the
a little
rides
tipple.
with Bogdan if we were dead
Mate,
cone,
oh,
dead style,
mate,
sober.
well, I don't imagine we'd have spoken at all.
I'm drunk now.
Yeah. You know when you get in a cab and it's normally like I had to refrain, mate, and be like, "When do you start? Good night." Like,
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
busy
yeah.
to go. Yeah, it's work. It's a bit quiet, is it? Like that normal shit.
Like
Mate,
the
the guy
hairdressers.
drove from Southampton, didn't he?
Yes,
He
he
drove
was.
from Southampton to pick you guys up.
And he was like, "I go where the work takes me."
He's just like, he was just
Yeah.
like, I had work, and it just slowly made its way this way, and I was just like, well,
Where does he
Bogdan.
live then?
Southampton.
He lives in Southampton.
So he literally he like managed to do a job from there to somewhere up towards here.
He
and then
saw our
ended up-
name
And then he
come
just
up.
looks,
It's
he
like
just stops
popped up.
and like refreshes where he is. He's like, oh, there's a ride here.
He's
too.
like, oh fuck. He was like, look, it's the long story short, and they need a lift. Like, shit, get on down.
I asked him the longest he went. So I was like, what's the furthest this has taken you? This sort of like approach of just like at the end of your ride, finding work there. And he was like, Aberdeen.
No, that
that was
was
the
Bogdan.
other
That was the
dude.
guy without a hand that drove us home.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. It was
It
on the
was.
way back.
It
I was on the
was.
way back,
It was.
literally.
Oh.
Right. This is kind of bad. This is kind of bad.
This is so bad.
Bad for you. I'm the one that fucking spanned this thing. Like, what the fuck is this?
I got some videos of that as
Listen
well.
to the boy.
I got some videos of that. So we're in the last cab home, bearing in mind this night has gone on. Like we went out about 10:30. We left True about 2:30. So fuck knows what we were doing for like the walk down. We were like, we'll go to McDonald's all the way down London Road as you do.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, we'll have a nice walk after the club.
Went
freshen
past
up.
the Jehovah's Witness place.
Yeah, we had a photo outside the
Turns
fucking,
out they hadn't seen anything.
the kingdom of heaven.
What have you seen?
They hadn't witnessed much. They had not witnessed much. The
One
lights
bloke-
were off. The lights were off.
One bloke saw something. It's been passed down ever since.
Somebody, Jehovah, he witnessed it. No one else since. We ended up in McDonald's so long that they opened for the breakfast menu.
Yeah.
Oh, you get
So
your
we were
hash
there for
browns.
no. We had our dinner, and then after the
Well, we
dinner,
got
the
videos of
menu
this, just throw it
changed,
up.
and it was like, fuck, it's 6
They kicked us out. They were like, you
Yeah,
need
they
to
were like, you
leave
need
so
to
we can
leave.
swap over for
Time to
breakfast.
go.
Like the fucking like builders were coming in for breakfast.
Yeah,
and we
for
were
the
still
start of
out
their
the night
shift.
out from the night before.
5 a.m.
And literally, we finally get a cab, and this guy turns up, and he's like, "Oh, do you mind if I run in and get a coffee quick? Like, I'm knackered." We're like, yeah, I'd rather you wait. We're sitting in this car. He's left his keys.
Oh man, no, because I was like, oh,
three
and some hash browns. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you want me to get hash
He's
browns
like,
for you?
yeah, hash browns.
He offered us hash browns.
What
a legend.
Yeah, what an absolute legend. But no, we were like, no, we've eaten. And yeah,
We've been in there 3 hours.
We've been there long enough, bro. Like shit. I was like, I'm carrying half of it home with me. Like, shit. I was
that's
like,
what
I can't
did him
eat
in. He
much,
was like, ooh, I want some of that shit.
Yeah, probably. Probably got a McMuffin, mate. Shame he can't fucking drive and eat it. Anyway, so Arthur looks. He got it now. He just got it. He gets back in the car, but we've been sitting in there like slagging off this guy's steering wheel because it has this like weird, like
Joystick.
joystick
Yeah,
attached
yeah.
to it. We get back in. Arthur goes, he's missing a hand. He's missing an arm, and this guy's driving with this one hand thing. So he's just there giving it the old fucking captain steering wheel. And Arthur's in there just like, look, he's got like some game controller. He's spinning it round and giving it large. Like,
So can he hear you talking about it?
I literally, I'm in the car at one point recording a video. I go, I really hope this guy ain't got a dash cam. He doesn't watch his back. We're all just like fucking taking the piss, and then
Did
we're
I-
like, he's not got a hand.
I don't know if
And
I
then
left
we
him
all
a
just like,
tip.
fuck. Yeah, no, you tipped Bogdan. We tipped
Yeah.
Bogdan.
I bet he
£5
gets
tip.
it all the time, though,
Oh,
surely.
mate,
Yeah,
well, mate,
yeah,
honestly,
sure.
like we
He
were
left the
just
car
like,
running.
yeah, he left the
left
car
the car
running
running with us in
You
it.
got to hand it to
Like
him.
3 drunk We're all going to hell.
Oh, and he had the booster seat, didn't he, as
Oh,
well?
mate, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. He had some,
Yeah.
some comfort seat. And Arthur's there like, what the fuck is this? Like, picking it up.
Pretty
He's
sure
like,
we
ass
saw
cloud.
that.
Dude's
Walk
been
back.
fucking farting on that for the last 45 minutes.
Yeah, what's
Arthur's
this?
just there like,
It smells good, actually.
Saw this on OnlyFans.
oh, look at this dude. Look at this dude. But yeah, I mean, it was fucking
But yeah, so
a dull
he
night.
drove someone to Aberdeen, wasn't it?
It's like, he said he drove some like
From London.
£600.
yeah,
from
he said
London.
she didn't speak a word of like English, so yeah, from
Asian,
London,
wasn't she?
some
Asian.
Asian lady.
What a
He's like,
drive.
She's like, I want to go to Aberdeen. He said it was like a £600 journey.
He had to stop like twice for fuel.
Yeah, fuel.
Twice for fuel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And he left her in the car to go and get a hash brown while he filled up.
You want hash brown? Oh dear.
That'd
No,
be so
honestly,
annoying.
it was, mate, honestly. But then, like, it's all well and good doing the £600 there, but you're like, now my car's in Aberdeen, I gotta
Yeah.
drive back. Like, motherfucker didn't just do a 6-hour journey there, he did 12 hours. Like, man's just driving around Scotland. Like, anyone want to live?
Hello?
It reminds me of
Anyone looking for a trip to London?
Portsmouth, anyone?
Southampton?
Literally, it reminds me of Peep Show when he's like, I've accidentally run to Windsor. And he's like, I've driven to Aberdeen.
But it's the way he said it as well. He made it sound like it was accidental. He's like, yeah, I got like lost and ended up in Aberdeen. We were like, what the fuck? man?
Yeah.
My
and you
brother's
know, Uber was taking 50% of that ride.
yeah.
6 donkeys, though.
Mugged,
Yeah.
mate,
Fair
mugged.
play.
Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? Oh God.
My brother's had to get the train to school once, and his school was in Farnham. But when he spoke to the train guard, he must have heard Fareham.
Oh no.
Now you
Put him
guys
on
know
the wrong train.
Fareham is bloody miles
Shit.
away.
Yeah.
There, and that's near where I work.
So my brother got on the train for like 2 hours.
Oh my
my
day.
Because
On
he
the way
needed
to
to go to
school.
Farnham. Where did you live then?
That's a different line.
We're in Frimley. We're in Frimley.
Oh, you got from
mate.
Frimley.
Fareham.
How long's that
brilliant.
trip? Must be like.
I think it's like 2 hours.
No,
That's
no, no.
a
How
long-
long would
man.
the trip have taken if you'd gone normal route though?
Oh, like
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah.
So mate, motherfucker didn't do any research
Guy-
before. That's on him. He
Yeah,
just-
it's like
he
20
didn't get
minutes
to the
in.
1 hour mark and go, fuck, man.
in all fairness, this is the days before we had smartphones and stuff. Like you had to
God.
ask
Yeah,
someone.
true.
You know, you're
Before
a
watches.
young kid.
Get on this train, get the 401 to Fareham. Farnham.
Yeah.
He's just like,
Okay.
Boys stepping off in the platform.
Hello.
platform
Just
fucking-
dead end.
Yeah, lost and 3/4,
Mrs.
mate.
Jenkins.
Oh, mate, honestly, like, can you imagine just getting a call from your son, just like, oh, I'm in Farnham. They're like, well, get the fuck home then. He's like, took me like 3 hours to get here, mum.
I think she probably got a call from the school first.
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like,
That's
is
unreal.
your son coming in today?
He's on his
He's
way.
on the commute, mate.
It's a long train.
It's a long train.
Dude's
Yeah.
got a 3 hour trip round, like fucking 6 hour round trip
He'll
just
be
to
there
get
for
to
fifth
school.
period.
Yeah. He arrives at 3 p.m. and the last bell goes. He just turns around and gets back on the train. He's like, that was productive. You know what? You know what? If anything, he learnt a valuable lesson that day. So
Yeah.
if anything, he probably learnt more than he would have in school
True.
about the fucking national rail system.
My brother was a bit of a sweets dealer in school as well.
Oh, one of those.
He was like, he was.
Was he a sweet stealer in a
yeah.
cellar? Or was he a...
He was undercutting the tuck shop.
Oh,
So
that's a dangerous
Undercutting the
play.
tuck
That.
shop,
I
mate.
think
Yeah,
over, like,
that's-
the course
that's
of-
rules for expulsion, mate.
Over the course of a year, the tuck shop was like not making as much money. Its income was reducing month by month by month. And they're like, who the hell is doing this? Why is no one coming to the tuck shop anymore?
yeah. Why is
My
there no
brother's
stock?
like, you got one Haribos? You want some Haribos?
Yeah, just opening his jacket like
Yeah.
recess. Like,
Oh, yeah,
Just
yeah.
fucking opens it and it just rolls down like a bunch of fucking like Haribo, the fucking mate. What were those millions, mate? Do you
Oh,
remember
the
those?
Millions.
The
Yeah.
tubes of like millions. Oh, mate, they were. From
Mate, you
speaking
know,
from fat experience,
Gobstoppers
bro.
and-
Like
You know who did that?
Tubby bought from people like your brother plenty back in his day.
He did get suspended for a week because he was selling caffeine drinks to people
Oh,
with ADHD.
oh, target market. They just love them.
Project Chaos.
Yeah, they're all sat in the fucking classroom, just like fucking.
Mate,
They're all moving so quick. You just got like an after image, like.
They got put down 2 sets in one day.
Been held back 3 years, like got down for one cup of coffee,
For one can.
one Monster Energy drink. I mean, it was relentless back in the day. Wasn't it?
mate, my brother used to at the lunch queue. He used to like get paid 20p for people to jump the queue.
Oh, what a legend, mate.
Just
Just
well
like, yeah,
good.
come on, mate. Just stand at the front and be like, you're 20p, 20p.
Yeah, mate,
He's like, right,
that
I've
adds
got
up.
myself a full fucking, like, he's there eating a fucking lobster in the fucking, like,
Yeah.
he's just like, he's
quite
got like
smart.
a bib, he's just
Yeah,
there,
yeah, the white
fucking,
bib.
he's got someone on their hands and knees and he's using them as a footstool, mate, because he's like, he's got that much fucking money from just like, yeah, come to the queue, mate.
Barlin.
It's smart though, mate. I like
Mate,
that.
it's
There's that
smart.
one kid in school, mate, that just looks like they're a cut above the rest, mate. He's living
Entrepreneur.
it, mate.
He's coming in with a Rolex the next
Yeah,
week.
yeah. It's like your dad with his business idea, isn't it? With
Oh,
the bins. Yeah.
Mate, you know what?
The bins.
Yeah, right, yeah.
50p bins.
Did you?
Yeah,
I watched it, yeah.
So yeah, Jason is probably our only viewer.
An
Actually,
avid
so
viewer.
he's gonna enjoy watching himself back next week.
Yeah.
This is actually a taster experience. We've got one of our viewers on.
Yeah,
for,
it's
true, yeah.
Sit
You know
in with
what?
us,
You watch
Dave.
enough, you comment enough. Who knows? We might get you on the long story short.
Indeed.
Join the
We'll let
OnlyFans.
you do the intro.
Yeah.